Meet me outside, Bitcoin, crypto, don't go for a ride. If you're gonna get your surfboard, get a tie. Wall Street Pete, sick dough, crypto. Please don't flip dough. I'm not always right though. I'm not a financial advisor, but just a gentleman wearing a visor. Yeah, it's time to hustle. It's just so simple, I'ma solve this puzzle. And if you didn't know that you're feeling puzzled, it's TA, baby. Come on right over. Got one job, I got 1, 2, 3. I'll take 4 more just for me. I'm buying crypto, I'm dollar cost averaging, don't you know? You buy the dip, you have a sip, take a rip. Call me captain of this shit. I don't give a fuck, my name is Skip. XRP, Cardano, Ethereum. Take that shit right down to the cilium. I'ma put my fist through this shit. We're going to the moon and we're going soon. Alright, the name is Wall Street Pete. Crypto in crypto. I thought you'd know. We on YouTube. You wake up in the morning, crack of dawn at Wall Street Pete. We talk about live TA. We talk about paying our bills. Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. I apologize. The camera this morning is not working out to the way I wanted. Place where you hit the like, you hit the subscribe. We talk about going on a ride and going to the moon. And hopefully soon, working harder than an ugly stripper for you. Talking about the technical analysis, crypto news. You hit that like, please. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. Be honest, I'm having a rough morning. Just, you know how it is. It's Monday. You have the Monday blues. Put on a good song. Put your feet back in bed before you feel a different tune, a different attitude, right? I'm telling you right now, it's tough Monday, and I do apologize in advance, ladies and gentlemen. I do have to admit to something. This phone is going to keep vibrating over and over and over during the show, and I want to put it somewhere else so it doesn't do that and doesn't make a noise through the live. I'm going viral, I believe, and I don't know what does viral mean? Is anyone in the comment section be able to say that? Good morning, Rising Sun. Gary, good morning to the wolves to you. Just real quick before we go into technical analysis, I have a nice little group of people I can actually speak to since we got them in the chat this morning. What is considered viral? Without going to the internet and looking it up, my significant other says it's 300K. My phone is going nuts as we talk about $2 billion, right? That's enough to make you go viral. $2 billion in Bitcoin has been moved, and Binance CZ explains it himself. And yes, I have a video here that is kind of going viral. If you notice, it just went from 89 probably to like 100 likes. I don't know what the hell. I thought it was hilarious because it reminded me of my dog every time I come home in the morning. But getting back to the real crypto news, we have the Crypto Boy. You can get it for Christmas, right? Batteries not included. Push button for nonsense, such as buy the dip, hodl, and to the moon. Pretty funny stuff going on, but we have some breaking Bitcoin news as we get back to the seriousness. Binance moves $2 billion of Bitcoin as part of reserves audit. So there is the tidbit. There is the secret. The cat let out of the bag. Everyone needs to relax. There's a little bit of FUD this morning. As I woke up this morning and seen we're like 818 billion. Climbing back as people may be educating themselves, down almost 2.5% this morning. So pay attention, definitely to mention. Binance himself, CZ, has moved 123,351 Bitcoin. And if you're new to the channel, hit the like and subscribe. Hit the bell, all notification. We were the ones who told you 14,000. It could be occurring. Be very careful, as none of this is financial advice. So come over here, hit the bell, all notification. Be the 1.41K subscriber, as we get into this. I told you it didn't happen. We're a little late. And when I say we're a little late, we're not having a baby, right, as I said. So let's get back to the news. The transfer of such a large amount of Bitcoin today from Binance to an unknown wallet led to questions among the crypto community regarding the nature of the transaction. In response, Binance CEO CZ, we now clarified that the transfer is part of an ongoing audit as Binance. This is part of the proof of reserve audit. The auditor requires us to send a specific amount to ourselves to show we control the wallet. And the rest goes to the change of address here, which is a new address. CZ claimed. He added the exchange has rotated the funds to a new address in its control. Last week, Binance officially introduced its first proof of reserve system, a prototype aiming to show that it holds the reserves necessary to cover all the customer deposits, and currently working on a more complete audit. So understand what's happening. This is very smart. This is like a regulated type system. CZ is now showing that he has the proof of reserves, something that FTX was never able to actually do, right? You're spending the money. How the heck are you going to show me that you have it in liquid reserves? Well, CZ is now coming up with a system that seems to be working. So getting into a couple things, I know I didn't say it in the title, and I'm happy enough to say Dogecoin is in the air, right? Dogecoin's doing some things, got a nice little retracement. Then coming back here, I want to see what it did. So a lot of people don't know much about this, but I got this nice little pump to 17.5 cents. I'm wondering if we're going to ever get there. It looks like we topped out at 16 roughly. Do a quick Fibonacci on this. I just want to pay attention to what's happening. What's the FUD all about? What's the talk? Right? We go over that in the crypto news, so please make sure you hit the like button. It's very important to come out and do so. Get to an accurate number here, and as we're doing this really quick, so we came down giving me the belief that we are in deep trouble here. Need to come back into the golden pocket. Where is that? So we're going to have to find ourselves somewhere at the top of the peak here, obviously 12.6, but where do I want to go? Well, I want to start back at the 10 cents. So we need to finish a candle here. As you can see perfectly, we're hitting resistance right there on that line. This is Dogecoin, if anyone is interested. I'm sorry I didn't put it into the title. But Dogecoin here has something showing here of a little bit of resistance getting back into the golden pocket. We want to be somewhere in there. If we don't and continue to get resistance, we'll probably get the double bottom end pattern, touching support all the way back down to where the beginning of this is, and it's right roughly through 6 cents. So I do apologize about that, but that is something that is showing a little bearer of bad news if we don't break above that 10 cents or finish a daily candle here. We have 8 hours, let's just say about 9 hours left here in this little area. So in 9 hours, we'll have to see if we could retest that golden pocket where this is. So maybe we'll make this a golden color. Yellow of some sort. There you go. Somewhere in there. This is more of the golden pocket here precisely. We want to get into the 11 cents. So we'll see what happens. If we continue to hit resistance here at that level, then we already know it's bad news. What else is new, right? Everyone's concerned about what we just went over. CZ Binance has gone basically 2 billion moved, and everyone's getting scared. So you got to pay attention to what is happening. Now you know the answer. I see everyone's leaving. They got all excited. Well, Bitcoin struggles as bulls hold the line. How low before bears retest the 14,000? Well, this is something that came out 3 hours ago, and I laughed because I pretty much said there was a 14,500 level I'm concerned about. And it had a lot to do, and I'm sorry I'm moving this thing around too much. It had a lot to do with the 50 exponential moving average. So the EMA is coming into a point here to where we must pay attention to that. So as we go, and it was breaking news, we come in for you. Whale alert in a tweet on November 28th, which is today, that 351 BTC worth 2 billion has been transferred from a crypto. So you now know what's going on. The FUD is over. Please educate yourself, do your own research, do your own homework. It's very important. So let's get back to this Bitcoin chart here, if you don't mind, everybody. I want to talk about this and the DXY. DXY is pumping. That is not good for Bitcoin. What I believe will probably be around 109, 110 area if we are pumping. I want to show you what's happening here and why I think this can still pan out, but I want to get it out of the way so everyone can understand. Double bottom end pattern is coming, but we did not get the relief to the 18.3 here. So a lot of you are probably wondering, well, Wall Street, what's going on? Well, what's happening is, first off, we're going to pay attention to what's happening in the last, right? We're going to get rid of this now. It's time to get done. But even though it's happening, I'm trying to explain to you, look at this FUD. It's happening, right? Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get through there. We'll see what happens. This symmetrical triangle pattern here that I do find could be somewhere similar to a falling wedge if we continue to do that. So hopefully I don't destroy that here. This is what we're looking at. We'll see if we continue to get this. This would be a very small, but it could be a descending triangle pattern, bringing us down into here. So I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't see a falling wedge coming through, really. This is concerning. A lot of people are saying buy, which is really concerning me now because they couldn't give you any more worse advice. If you see here what's happening, we broke out of this wedge here, this little descending, and as you can see here,
if I'd made this correctly, this chart, you would see what's happening. It all of a sudden turns into not a falling wedge, ladies and gentlemen, a descending triangle pattern. It doesn't even match up to here, which has been happening the whole time. If I bring you to Ethereum, I can basically relate this same kind of thing. I do believe that there's continuation of a fall, but notice it's in smaller time frames. So the smaller time frame, it may take a little bit longer, but right here, we will then get it maybe, or now is the FUD in time. What levels to watch out for, as we did not change the narrative on that. The levels to change out for is the 15.8 roughly right here. We got to pay close attention. As I'm showing you here, this is what could be happening. I'm very strong belief of this being a scenario. What could also happen is if we build support here and continue to build, we can get an upward momentum, which would create a cup and handle. I would love to see that. I would love for that to happen. That would actually obviously contradict what we're talking about, but we need for that to happen. And what we need right here is not to fall below. So you can see this price here. We need to hit resistance at the 16.9, which is 17,000, pretty much roughly. I need to see a 17,000 breakthrough. If we are unable to break the 17,000 Bitcoin price, then we are in trouble. We're not going to maintain any new good news because why? 17,000 is going to be a problem for Bitcoin to come above. Big news, obviously, with the $2 billion being transferred. We now know what's happening. Hopefully the FUD, when we return back, people will be educated and the money will stop falling. Bitcoin is at 16.2. Like I said, we need to hold that 15.8, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention to what's going on, right? Hold it. $300 is starting to become a support price, it looks like. $295 for Binance. It's holding strong. The only pretty much little one in the green here. XRP, everyone keeps jumping on XRP, talking about XRP, how great it is. It's just like the rest of the market, ladies and gentlemen. It's 38 cents. We all have our community. We all have our belief. We all have our utility in the asset that we're invested in. Yes. What is a utility? Yes, a utility is the reason, the purpose of the asset or the token that we are investing our money in. We need to understand why we're involved in it, why we love it so much, and why the belief for it is so important. So you have to understand each and every one of these, even though they're listed by crypto market cap. Dogecoin has flipped Cardano, just to be a little bit of some news here. These are some of the things we learned. These are some of the things. Solana's out of the picture. I don't know if anyone noticed that, but Solana is down in the 16, not looking too good. So if you are a Solana holder in the last week, you are enjoying the 11% tick up. But please be wary of what's going on with the volume. I'm not too excited about the volume. You have other things I'm more important of looking at, and that's one of them is right here is Litecoin. Litecoin, I'm not a financial advisor, but I will tell you right now, between Litecoin, Polkadot, and Polygon right here, and we already know my love for Cardano is very, very high. I would say right now, very big on the Polygon dollar cost averaging and Polkadot in right now. Pretty big market caps, I get it. We want to get to the minimal market cap so we can make some money, but I keep selling Shiba Inu at this price, and I'll show you in a second. Just lots to talk about. I'm going to go over the DXY in a second, and why I just keep selling at 926 and buying the dip. I don't know if you see it, but we did not develop the scenario for this. What's happening was we're hitting resistance. We just came a little lower. So real quick, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, just little shitty shit coins for you this morning. Bollinger Band's getting tight. Seeing a big price action coming, and guess what? It's scaring me because everything is screaming to the downside as we hit resistance over and over and over. We need to pop through. What is happening is my Bollinger Bands, ladies and gentlemen, are getting tight. We're coming in over the daily here, and what's happening? We're getting tight. We're getting a massive break. Something is going to give sooner or later. So just letting you know, I do see Shiba Inu coming through. Obviously, whatever is happening, it's going to be correlated with Bitcoin. Let's be real as steel with that, and Bitcoin is doing the same thing. So the Bollinger Bands are getting tight. We haven't gone over some of this in a while. All the FUD, all of this is pointing to the downside, hitting a little bit of resistance where we should. If I was a betting man, ladies and gentlemen, I would be getting ready to put in a short. I'm sorry, but a lot of people are looking for the short squeeze that I talked about, and I don't see anything left. So not like the short squeeze didn't happen. We did jump up, but I don't think there's anything left. So Wall Street Pete, sick dope in crypto. If you want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto, you got to do your own research. You got to hit the like, you got to hit the subscribe. Talking about this mess that we're currently in, and I do believe that the 14,000 price is going to occur somewhere. We will be ticking at that level if we don't break out of this anytime soon. And what is the ticking time bomb? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give a date. I'm going to say December 5th. So if anyone has ever given you a time frame, if anyone has given you something, this is the price, this is the time, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that December 5th is going to be a ticking time bomb. So here we go right now, letting you know December 5th is my prediction for this blow up. And I'm just letting you right now know that there is something coming from now until December 5th. Nice quick 15-minute video for you this morning. So pay attention to what to look out for. We don't want to fall below this price. If we do, we're in a lot of trouble. If we start breaking the 17, then we know we're in good shape, and that's what we're looking out for. So we'll pay attention to this. My name's Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Lots to pay attention to for the Bitcoin price. I know many of you are excited over the Dogecoin going on. There's a lot to be talking about here. I get it. But let's pay attention to Big Daddy, what's going on. It's so important. So as many of you know, used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Very proud of this place. It's now the Van Gogh Museum. I will probably never visit the Van Gogh. The more I thought about it, I don't want the memories and look around and say, hey, I used to be here, I used to be there. It's not the atmosphere, it's not the place. But this is the gentleman who used to work in this crazy place, little young handsome man right there, right out of high school, coming right into Wall Street. Hate to say, but I was drinking beers. I wasn't even supposed to be drinking beers. You know why? They didn't card in New York at that time. If you looked the age, if you looked it, they just gave it to you. It was a crazy place. It was a crazy time. I would never say, knowing what I know now. But let's check it out before we leave. I have one promise, and I'm glad I looked at this, keeping my promise here. We were talking about looking at the DXY. Let's do that really fast. We didn't break the 20-minute time. And I promised that trying to keep it down. And DXY is pumping. We're not even near there. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is pretty exciting to see this. I don't follow this stuff unless you say something. But before we go, look at this. This is what I predicted for the DXY when we were all the way up here at the 109. Wow. So the DXY, ladies and gentlemen, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. Exactly as predicted so far for this. Yes, it's not done yet. But Wall Street Pete did this a while ago, and you want to type in, go through the history of our channel, type in DXY, see what comes up for us. I'm pretty confident you'll find the video that we're talking about this mess from here, coming down, and head and shoulders pattern forming. So even though it's coming up, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe that 104 will get broken, hopefully. This is a support level we're at on the DXY. If you see, I'm going to fix the title, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and DXY at the end. If you are just watching this now, and you've been watching, please hit the like and subscribe. I need your support. I need your help. We're going to be walking around the streets helping people. Can you just help me with a like? I'm going to actually be doing real stuff soon. Don't know what soon really is, actually. It could be a false word. Maybe soon to me could be a year from now. That's not soon for many people. But pay attention to what we're talking about. I want to break this 104. Once we do so, I do believe that Bitcoin will start coming through pretty strong. So pay attention to this. Couple people, as you said, coming to the upside. But if you really see the narrative here, man, this is really hitting exactly as I said here. I'm pretty excited to see this. Let's hope what happens here, this really comes through. So right shoulder, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it would be a 104-ish as we adjust this. Head, left head and shoulders. What's going to happen is we're going to do this, and eventually we're going to get an inverted head somewhere. It doesn't have to be there. It could be here. It doesn't matter, but when that happens, that's when we'll be worrying about Bitcoin. But look how long we have. So we have a lot of up and down movement coming down to hopefully here as a bottom. I do hope that it is at least to here. And if you pay attention as I update it, that's not too bad, down to the 100. So it could happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's not impossible. This is what I have here set up on the chart as we update it. DXY, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. So Wall Street Pete, DXY wins again. It was a great call. If you traded anything, paid attention to anything like this, give yourself a hand, because this is something you have to do. You have to do your own research, right? We're not a financial advisor, but it's the right time. We're going to head out now. Had a rough day this morning. It was really tough. It was Monday this morning, waking up, and I wasn't in a good mood. I don't know. I couldn't get myself started. And that's why we have a late video today. So sometimes I need to preach my own words. It happens. It's amazing. Don't be a hypocrite, but I started preaching my own and started getting me into it. I started laughing, and here we are now. So Wall Street Pete, I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't let the negativity really eat your ass, even if it's the price or your portfolio. There's a lot more stuff to money. If you don't have your health, you can't worry about money. Till the next video, take care, everyone.